Vaccination appointments to anyone over the age of 16 open up in Shelby County. And with that, of course, the goal to reach herd immunity in the coming months.
Yeah, the city of Memphis wants to vaccinate 700,000 people by August. That's 70% of the population by the summertime. Right now, we still have a long way to go to get that. It might not be enough. New variants are out there of the virus popping up, and that could slow the process of getting everybody a shot in the arm.
We're going to have to get more people vaccinated. The 70% won't do, but we're going to have to be in the 80 to 85% range of the number of people who are percentage of people who are vaccinated.
Yeah, Shelby County's COVID-19 task force says that vaccinating the younger crowd is going to be critical because they're more likely to be spreading the deadly virus.
Let's get back to that big news happening today. Anybody 16 or over in Shelby County can get a vaccination. You can start making those appointments later this morning. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre joining us live from the Pipkin building by the Liberty Bowl this morning. And Jeremy, how soon will these younger folks be able to get the vaccine once we can book that appointment?
Well, next week. Now, folks who want to book those appointments need to know you got to have a lot of options to get this done. A lot of options, and a lot of options that you do have in order to get the vaccine in your arm. You have a lot of options as far as the locations as well as the time. Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. Now, today only begins the process of booking appointments for people age 16 and up to receive vaccinations next week. Again, today only begins the booking of appointments, that process. At the beginning of this week, when the city of Memphis began vaccinations for people ages 45 and up, the city announced they had 8,000 appointments still available. Now, that may not be the case next week since appointments will be open to a wider net of people, 16 and up, that is. There will also be several vaccine pop-up events at African-American churches that will open for appointments later today. Now, to book your appointment, you can go to our website, fox13memphis.com. We have provided a link where you can book that appointment. I'm reporting live this morning here at the Pipkin building. Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Yeah, but those vaccinations open up later this morning. Is it like 10 or something, Jeremy?
Yes, 10
Okay.
10 o'clock.
So if you look now, it's not there. Later this morning. Thanks, Jeremy.
Well, developing right now, if you want to get a Moderna vaccine in Memphis,